back to Relentless Talk Radio. We're on segment 2, which is the health and fitness segment of the show. And we're on the line with Sharon. We just lost our connection. Isn't that funny how we lost it with the tech finder person? That's hysterical, right?
Yes.
So where we left off was you were telling people that you were training and noticed other bikini competitors training in your space, in your gym. And so how did you jump from like, wow, I could never do that to
right.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So I think, it might have been a midlife crisis. I call it a midlife opportunity. I was just needing a change. I really needed to get out of my comfort zone. And I was looking for something at that time to really kind of break out, and bust all my fears. And just it happened on that one day, my trainer came up and he said, have you ever thought about doing a show? And I said, no, but honestly, maybe this is what I should be doing. So when I first went into it, the real goal was I was not going to quit. And so I knew I was going to, go through with it. And regardless of the outcome, I just needed to not quit, because I always call myself a former quitter. I never had that discipline up until I started competing. It really, really helped me change my mindset. And so when I first started, that was the biggest goal. I'm like, all right, I'm doing this. I'm not going to quit. And hopefully I won't be, the last person, like the last person, last place. That was my goal. So
I'm smiling because I was thinking last night on my walk that, because I'm doing a bikini competition on August 18th and I'm 12 weeks out, which is like which seems like for no 12 weeks, it's not that long away, right? So I'm just kind of like, there's that moment where you think, what was I thinking making this public commitment, right? Because I can't do it now, right? Like I have to actually do it. So my goal is to get on stage and not embarrass myself at this point. I wasn't planning on winning. I mean, I was planning on just getting through the training, getting myself on track and showing people exactly what you just talked about, how to set a goal and how to not quit. So I thought to myself last night, wow, it's really funny that I'm the not quitter girl, because I could, whenever you're starting to get nervous, you think, oh, I could quit. It would make it easier, right?
Right. Like, how can I back out of this? So
how can I back out of this nicely? What excuse can I make? There's just no excuse. So I'm taking a look at my notes here. And so what's the biggest lesson you've learned, do you think, that makes you continue to want to compete?
Yeah, and this is all new to me again, because I haven't competed in 4 years. So when I did my first show, I was fortunate enough where, my goal again was not to quit, but I ended up doing really, really well. I ended up winning my class and winning, the entire division of my show. So it was so surprising. And that was when I was like, you know what? I have been playing so small. I, didn't believe really in myself, so just showing up and not quitting, it made me realize like, okay, if I can do this, like what else can I accomplish? So I kept competing for 4 years and I ended up getting my pro card about 4 years ago. And then, I'm sorry, what?
Which pro card do you have again?
The IFBB Bikini, yeah. And so I stopped, after that. I was going to continue on, but there was a couple things. I went through a divorce and I had some issues with hormones and just really my body was like, I need a break.
Right.
So I stopped, and it's been 4 years, which is a really long time not to compete, especially going into a pro level show.
Right.
But I'm turning 50 in October. And and so I'm like, all right.
October what?
October 17th.
I'm the 2nd.
Okay, Libra. Yes.
Common, right? We're Libra.
So I decided, you know what? It's unfinished. I have unfinished business because I never was able to get, to compete at the pro level. I never did a pro show. So it's, it's part that. It's like, all right, I'm going to come back because I have a long way to go. But I want to do it for me. And again, it's really the goal is, don't quit. Just do it. I don't care about placing or, anything like that. It's just, I want to be able to prove to myself.
Have you picked your show yet?
It's either October 26th or the beginning of spring of next year. Cause I have some trips planned in October already.
Right.
So I need to maneuver that. But either way, yeah, either October or one of the first shows the next year.
Yeah, having a little more buffer is not a bad thing, right? You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's not a
So I
bad
need to figure out timing, but yeah. So that's
So
what
what do
kind
you
of,
think has the biggest lesson been like just not quitting?
yeah, definitely. And then it's a marathon. You know, life is a marathon. So it's not a sprint. It's something that you're never too old. There's never, you know, something that you can't do. So that's really, you know, one of the things that are really important to me is to say, all right, what do I want to do? And don't let age or circumstance or where you're starting from, because I'm, again, like with this show, I'm starting like the beginner, like I'm like way back. But that's not going to stop me. And same with business, you know, like wherever I'm starting from, there's always more to accomplish. And there's never, you know, there should never be a setback that's going to keep you from eventually attaining it. It might take longer than you anticipated, but, you know, keep going.
One of my friends says, don't wait for your ducks to be in a row because those damn ducks are never going to be in a row. Because as soon as you get the first duck in a row, the next duck moves, you know? So, and that's how life is. It's never just, you know, let me wait till the money shows up. That's my favorite one.
Right.
But for that, you're, you know, you just, it's like,
right.
It's never going to happen, right? You have to just you know, put your head out there on the block and just, you know, go forward, right?
Absolutely. And that's why I was telling you I'm launching that podcast next
month.
The
Messy in the Middle podcast. It was my next question. I love the name, Messy in the Middle. Now tell me where that came from.
Well, there's a famous author and business coach. His name is Robin Sharma. And he has a quote about, you know, change is hard in the beginning, messy in the middle, and glory. Stuck with me. And I love his work so much that I actually named my dog, my pug, Sharma. So she's on the couch with me, but it always stuck with me. So, and it's so true. You know, ideally you would love to have a clean slate all the time and be able to start fresh, but you know, really and realistically, it's always messy. It's always messy restarting and starting from wherever you're at, you know, there's always things that you to overcome, and it's not so much about starting, but it's about pivoting and reinventing and transforming and making good with what you have, you know, wherever you're at, whatever stage.
I constantly say that, you know, the reason why I share my process, right? So even the first interview this week was me choosing the charity. Well, I could have gone about choosing my charity for the Art of Fearless Giving Back like privately, right? But I wanted people to see the process of, okay, these are the 13 charities I'm looking for. I'm going to narrow it down. You know, I share the process of what, you know, it looks like to train. You know, I had pretzels this weekend. I shouldn't have, you know, I mean, that's part of the deal. I think people think, and now you've been a successful business owner for a long time. People just think that somehow a magic wand was waved over you and you got some magic formula and the secret handshake that made it easy for you. But you and I know that whether you're getting fit or you're in a relationship or you're starting a business or you're ending a relationship or you're just doing whatever, it's messy. You haven't got it figured out. You know, I mean, you don't know where you're going, what it's going to look like, right? And that's kind of what your podcast is about, right?
Yes, all about that. So it's going to be, you know, practical and tactical tips from people that have been there, done that, and just are restarting and have been successful both in business and in personal life as well. So I have a lot of exciting, like I have so many people that I want to invite on. So
I'm so excited because you and I met when you were in your own personal transformation and you came to one of my shows and I met you with like 300 other people. So I remember meeting you because you're awfully cute. You were with my friend Kelly.
Oh, thank you.
And then you reached out to me and we had lunch and we had basically this conversation about like, I want to do a podcast, but I'm not quite sure what to do. You shared like kind of your process of where you've been with your own personal life. And I thought, well, there it is.
You did. You told me that. And it's kind of funny because I went through a breakup earlier this year, and I remember when I met you, I was like, I'm going to reach out to Michelle. I even told you that. Like, and sometimes this is, you know, some of the things I'm going to talk about is that, you know, if you want to be around great people, sometimes you have to really go and seek them out. Like I messaged you and I'm like, can we go for coffee? Like I'm like, I feel so silly because I'm asking you, you know, for coffee or lunch, and it felt a little uncomfortable. But sometimes you have to do that to connect with the people that you want to be around, and so, yeah, so I'm really glad that
the lady before you, Pam Gaber, the lady before you, she was one of those people for me 10 years ago. I met her at Women of Scottsdale, and Linda Franklin, who's the founder of Women of Scottsdale, and Deborah Bateman. I all heard them. These are all very powerful women in our community, and I thought, I don't know what I'm going to do with them someday, but I'm going to have a really good reason to go talk to them at some point. And so I just kept on building my relationship with them. And then when opportunities came to work together, we knew each other from bouncing off each other. And it's part of being I just spoke to a bunch of women that came out of prison and were starting their work life over. And one of the girls had been out 8 years. And I said, if you want to go do something like an attorney, go to attorney kind of events and just go walk up to a strong woman and say, hey, how'd you do it? They'll tell you. I mean, they will tell you. If they're worth their salt, they will share with you how they got where they're going, what they're doing, because women lift each other up. Like strong women lift each other up. Whenever I meet a woman who is doing this or shaking their finger or ticking their nose up, I'm like, those are not my tribe.
Right.
Not my tribe, right? So
exactly. And you have to go seek those people out that you want to be around, So
I appreciate you coming on board.
Yeah.
I look forward to watching your Instagram and watching your body change. We definitely should train together. We'll do another Facebook Live video. And I'm looking, keep you posted on Messy in the Middle.
I know, and you're going to be on.
Yay, right? So one hand washes the other. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So have a good rest of your day, and thanks for coming on. Relentless.
All right. Thanks, Michelle.
Oh, by the way, how can people find your Instagram and reach out to you?
So Instagram, it's Sharon Bondurant _IG. And then my company is www.the-finders.com.
And how can they find Messy in the Middle?
Messy in the Middle, it'll be on my Instagram. It'll be on iTunes. It'll be on Facebook. So just Sharon Bondurant on Facebook.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks,
Thanks
Michelle.
a lot. See you later. Have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Bye.